Thank you to all the Patreon supporters of the What We Remember podcast. Sarah P., a.k.a. Situational Daddy on Instagram. Paul and Sandy J. Nathan E. Jacqueline M. Matthew J. and Big Time Jim. Help support our show by going to patreon.com/whatremember and pledging a monthly amount. Thanks.
Day After Tomorrow. Honestly, the probably top two movies.
You talk about it like every time I see you.
Every time he brings it up.
Really?
I'm sure you talk about it with
I like that. That's a good one.
too.
I love it.
Doesn't that one also have Patrick Jane in it? Is he like Roland Emmerich's guy now?
I have no idea.
Dennis Quaid was
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Jill and Billin.
Jill
he had the
Bill.
Quaid brothers in the movie.
Oh yeah, he's a Quaid.
He's a Quaid
in Independence Day.
He's a Quaidaholic.
He's got,
Motherfucking Quaid.
It's all about the
I need some
Quaaludes.
Quaid.
I need Quaid right now.
I need some Quaidludes.
My name is Bradley Jones.
I'm Andrew Moldenhauer.
I'm Andy Hubert.
And my name is Nick Haynes.
And this is not a movie review podcast, but a podcast where we try to remember a movie that we have not seen in a very, very long time. And this is what we remember about Congo!
Were there 2 or 3 bad guys in Home Alone? And who was that forgetful fish in Finding Nemo? Join us as we're watching films. See what we remember and what memories we kill. Let's start the show. Here we go. This is what we remember.
Oh my God.
Congo. You picked this one?
Raindrop drink.
Nick loves Congo!
Amy wants raindrop drink.
He loves Congo.
I do.
Drop drink.
I have not watched this movie in a long time.
I thought we were going to do like Harold and
That's the
Kumar go to
idea.
White Castle.
I don't know if he's seen that one.
I have.
Everybody's seen that one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
We'll do that
one.
next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andy Hubert.
I remember this movie
Here we
scaring
go.
the crap out of me.
It's not. It's
yeah.
the trailer is scary.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
The lost city of Zinj. No, all the gorillas are evil.
Is Mighty Joe Young any good?
You got me, Andy.
Yeah.
Anybody seen that one?
I saw it one time, I think.
Yeah, there's
but-
all
I think
sorts of
so.
Yeah.
primate movies that came out, and I don't know if any.
Yeah.
That one came out
Dunstan
afterward?
checks in.
Oh,
we did that one.
We did that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we checked that one in.
We checked
Yeah.
that one out.
Monkey bone.
A monkey bone. Yep.
You know.
Monkey trouble.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
MVP?
MVP. That whole
Oh,
MVP.
geez.
Most valuable primate?
Yeah.
Why?
We didn't do that one.
But of all the primates, this is the most prime choice movie made
Oh.
of them. Okay.
There's legitimately good actors in this movie for some reason.
John Voight? Is he in this?
No, you're thinking of Anaconda.
Okay. John Voight?
I saw a snake swallow a manhole. Oh! I loved it. He's
That movie's
great.
like 60 minutes
Yeah.
long.
It's so,
so good.
It never just gets dead at the end. It's like you could have spent the whole time with these characters. Kill them off.
I mean, Owen Wilson was the first one to die in that
yeah.
movie, so I mean, it
Ice
has
Cube's
legs.
in there?
Yeah.
Did we do
man.
Lake Placid on this
We
movie?
did.
Yeah. The entire time I thought that movie was about a snake, too.
Well, it is. And Oliver Platt's trying to like snake in with all those ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
And they're also not sure what lake they're even at throughout the movie, so
true.
you know.
Black Lake.
The whole thing was a lie.
Keeps changing.
Black Lake.
Oh boy.
Who's in the movie Congo?
Congo is in it.
Oh yeah,
Monkey, right? Is her name Ashley?
Place in Congo.
Ashley.
yeah.
Is that her name, Ashley?
Who's?
Judd?
The main character's name?
No, the
Amy?
the ape.
Amy.
Amy
That's what-
hungry.
not Ashley.
Oh.
Amy want food.
Amy.
Amy
Okay.
want food.
Amy, food.
Feed Amy.
Amy. She also had a glove, I think. We're just on a glove tangent today.
Ooh.
Amy is
She watched a lot of
played
Michael Jackson videos.
by the same actress who plays the guy in The Mandalorian who trains Mando in the first season. That's a lady. And goes all the way back to Congo that she's been in these costumes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Long career.
Wow.
The actress inside of the Amy costume. She'd been working
Is
for
that
a long time.
CGI?
No, this is legit.
There might be some bad CGI monkeys.
I feel like there has to be,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe.
Definitely like lasers that are.
Yeah, I was gonna say when it gets into like the monkey laser beams, that's when like
I only remember this movie from the How Did This Get Made episode.
Sure.
thought you were gonna say How I Met Your Mother.
Well, let's not. Well, let's ape them.
hey.
And
Yeah,
keep
we don't
going on.
want to. We don't want to cross that.
Oh boy.
We got Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry's in this.
Oh,
You believe it or not?
We got one of the Ghostbusters.
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson. I love Ernie Hudson.
The main
He's
guy
great.
was never in like any other movie because I just
Matthew Fox.
no, not even. He's just like a dopey haired guy who just does a serviceable job and then never makes another movie for the rest of his life.
What happened to Matthew Fox? Did he drop off the face of the
He's
earth?
got lost, I think.
he's been wandering looking for directions.
literally
for
got
years.
lost.
Yeah,
He hasn't made another thing
I think
ever.
he was in the White House Down films.
I think he was in
Oh,
Speed
wow.
Racer.
Yeah, he was in
Oh, he
that.
was,
But
yeah.
That's it. And then that
Yeah.
killed his
Racer
career.
X,
Never seen it.
Oh, Andy and I saw it at the theater.
dude.
Oh, I
Speed
know.
Racer.
I mean, it was like
That
doing
blew my
drugs without
mind.
doing drugs at the end. I was like,
It is.
I was like, what's happening?
The movie starts with Bruce Campbell testing out some sort of laser technology that's going to be able to send information through satellites.
Yes,
or
it's
something?
supposed to communicate to satellites and be able to relay info around the because this was the 90s, baby.
Yeah.
Do they need lasers?
Yeah, well, it was a Michael Crichton book.
If
of
you're
course.
if you're in the Congo, you don't have like you can't just call up your AT&T and get your
Yeah.
your
it's supposed to like connect the world somehow,
Liv Moss.
but you need a very specific diamond to run the laser that's only found
Yes.
in the
Oh,
lost city of Zinj.
But I think
the
he says he
Congo.
thinks
And he-
he's found it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he also gets killed by apes.
Yes.
So can you really trust a guy who got killed by apes? You know, I mean, I feel like
Sort of happens off screen, but it's like that guy got killed by apes or something happened. 'Cause Laura Linney
Oh,
is in this film, and she's the wife or girlfriend of Bruce Campbell.
Okay.
And
Bruce Campbell dies?
Bruce Campbell dies, and she goes off on the mission to figure out what the hell happened to my boyfriend.
yeah.
Damn.
And also, like, we got to get the company's assets to be company.
Very Jurassic
Well, yeah,
Parky.
because
We can't company
the
without
secret
the
corporate
stuff.
interest.
well,
gotta
yeah,
go get it.
yeah. I think
Like
they're
aliens
more.
too, or aliens,
Oh,
a little bit.
a little bit.
because they're more interested in the diamonds and for nefarious reasons.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they have a ulterior motive, maybe. So we got to get the gang together. We get monkey expert,
Yeah.
guy who he is responsible for Amy.
John Voight.
Yes, I know who you're talking about
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Mentally, it's all coming together. Spaghetti hair. He's got spaghetti hair.
hair.
It's always
hair.
wet all the
all the
time.
time.
I hate spaghetti hair.
He looks like a lot of other people, but
Yes,
he doesn't
yes.
have a name.
Okay.
Spaghetti hair's the worst.
I think he was in Nip Tuck. Wasn't he an actor
Oh,
on
boy.
Nip Tuck?
I never
One of
got
the
nipped
main
nor
act-
tucked. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is one of these fact check moments. Nip Tuck. Nip Tuck.
Is that what we call fact check moments moving
Yeah.
forward? The
Have
nip
I been,
tuck?
Yeah,
have I been
we got
Let's
nip tuck
tuck
that.
it.
Yeah.
have I been nipped or tucked?
Well, we got to get into the Congo somehow. So we fly there to meet up with like the consulate of the Congo.
Are they just trying to mine for a diamond? Is this blood diamond?
A
little bit.
A little bit.
Little bit?
Little
Yeah.
bit. There's definitely like ancient ruins there that they are
Yeah.
like, mysterious.
I was thinking there was
and,
like an
anyone who-
Indiana Jones type moment or feeling vibe.
Jump out of
to
a
that.
A little bit.
with a.
I think they go into like, I don't know,
It's like
I'm thinking like a pyramid, but in the Congo.
no, yeah.
actually.
You're not wrong.
And
I
then they
mean,
discover some.
it's sort of
bullshit.
Indiana Jones meets Anaconda. Is sort of kind of how I feel like this goes.
Well, they need Ernie Hudson to guide them through.
Yes.
And
I think he has a British accent and he smokes a lot of cigarettes.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's a British accent,
It's a-
but he
maybe it's a-
definitely smokes a lot of ciggies.
Yeah.
They get a
Maybe it's some sort of like African
yeah.
accent. there.
But they have a whole like group of guys there, and I know some of them get killed by
A hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
That's the scariest scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Hippopotamus?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Head for shore.
They're violent.
They
Dude,
are.
yeah.
They find that out the hard way.
They actively
one of the
hunt
most-
people.
Yeah.
They are
In the
man
movie
hunters
or in real
life.
Yeah. I think they're like, at least in Africa, among the most dangerous.
Yeah, you don't want to mess
Some
with
of
that.
them like lions.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. See them crush a
Why
watermelon?
are they so violent?
Gotta eat, man.
Yeah, dude.
Some animals just like, seeing the world burn, and they're one of them. That's the hippo, the majestic hippo.
Damn.
I'm a hippo, Batman.
Yes. I'd watch that Batman movie.
You're the hippopotamus. The
hippo.
It's a man.
The game's up, hippo.
Phoenix is in a hippo costume. Walking down
Clay
those
face, but he keeps
stairs.
turning into a hippo for some reason.
He just only exclusively
Can
turns
we
into a
get
hippo.
Hippoconda going?
Oh my
Wait.
I'd watch Hippoconda with John Voight.
Oh, but then he's like always so afraid of getting sick, getting ill.
John Voight?
No,
Hypochondriac.
I was like, he might be.
But he can't tell
getting
anybody
old.
because the Hippocratic Oath.
Oh my God. Yeah. Gotta watch out for those
Hippoconda
hippo
always
laws.
has to definitely take care of someone if they're ill. I signed
The Hippocratic Oath.
the Hippocratic Oath.
We're making this movie,
I
guys.
cannot not help this person.
Does he also want none unless you got buns, hon?
Oh.
You could do side bends or sit-ups.
Tim Curry shows up as some sort of investor or entrepreneur. He can get money
Sure.
to get them like the best top tier equipment, and but he's also a charlatan.
I see. Do you think he has like the fakest British accent, even though he's British?
He definitely does a very odd, he's very, wacky Tim
Yeah.
Curry,
Yeah,
He's out there.
That's funny because that came up with the last movie we did, something about Mary, because the British guy was doing a bad British accent and was getting roasted in the reviews about doing a horrible British accent. They're like,
supposed to be.
this guy should have learned how to do a real British. He's like, he is British. That
I
was
liked his
the point.
American accent quite a bit.
Americans are
He's like,
so
"Hey,
dumb when it
man,
comes to
I'm-
movies.
Oh,
and
My name's
man.
Norm. Hey, I love Mary, man.
That's good.
It was,
Not bad.
yeah, it was like that.
So they're off on the adventure and to the Congo, a very specific place there. Maybe they have a map even? I don't know.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, but they have an idea of where to go.
Amy is the map, isn't she? She came from...
Yes.
Tim Curry has a line where it's like
Oh.
they lose their bearings, like, we will follow the gorilla.
Yeah.
She knows.
knows the way to the city of San
We follow the gorilla.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? I think that's line for line how that goes.
We'll play the clip right here.
As a young man, I found a book in Soviet Georgia. It contained a detailed drawing of the city of Zinj. The drawing contained a peculiar decoration, an open eye. Later, on safari, I found this. It's the same symbol. Now, look at this. The gorilla drew this. It is the same image. It is the open eye. That gorilla has seen the city of Zinj. And she will take us there.
Have you been taking your medication?
Have your laughing, and I will have mine.
Is he doing like a different accent? He's not a British
No.
accent, but like a Spanish accent?
It's
I could see him doing a South African
or a
accent.
South
Yeah,
African
something like
accent.
that.
it's weird.
Okay,
It's,
that
I
would make
feel-
sense.
I feel like it's a lot of things.
It's his own. It's just
It's a
Tim
little
Curry's
bit
voice.
Yeah, it's just
like,
Tim Curry
turned
being
up.
Tim Curry.
Yeah.
It's a little Nigel Thornberry mixed
Ooh.
with
okay.
Tone Loc. I don't know.
Again?
Yeah,
Again?
again
He
with
just
the
keeps
Tone
showing
Loc.
up.
So they're using Amy, is it?
Yeah.
Amy as the map to
As
get
their guide,
to...
basically.
Yeah.
I think
Because she has some type of computer chip or something where she could speak to people? Or
I
she's-
want this movie
What
too.
is this?
she has some sort of translation device.
She has
for
like a
when she-
translation device?
She has a glove
Glove.
that decodes
Yeah.
sign language.
She got a power glove.
yeah.
She's got a
does.
power glove.
Yeah.
Like in The Wizard, yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that movie.
I think maybe Spaghetti Hair wants to take her back to the jungle where she's from. Is that his goal?
Maybe.
Let's return
It seems-
Amy to the wild.
Seems kind of.
gotta go back in time.
I don't think so, because it seems really pointless for him to.
Why else are we taking this gorilla with us?
No, I think like isn't
gorilla
I feel
or
like
an ape
isn't
or
he the
a-
lead? He's the one that, like they're getting her to go. Like he wants to get her to like a gorilla sanctuary, and they're like after we use her to find the diamond.
No.
This is a tough call.
Tim Curry has the diamond revelation.
Okay, I think
There's
what-
a double cross for sure, right?
Several.
I think I think he is. This is like kind of a Jurassic Park scenario where he is running out of money for his funding for research for what he's doing with Amy.
Okay.
And that Tim
Yeah, Tim
Curry
Curry's like-
is like, I can get you more money, but we need you to come with us because she'll know the way because she's a gorilla.
I could see that. That feels very because a lot of this movie
like
feels very Jurassic Park.
Well, it's written by Michael Crichton.
Well, yeah.
There you
So-
go.
Nip,
Just like
nip
copy
tuck
and
this
paste.
one, all right?
There you go. We
There we
nip tucked
go.
it.
So I think he goes because he
Andromeda
needs
strain.
funny money.
Why does he bring Amy?
He needs money.
Amy
He
has
loves her.
She knows the way. She's from the Congo.
And she can
Doesn't someone
communicate
love
with
her?
other
Isn't
gorillas
someone in
or
love
something.
with her?
the
It's
Amy.
like a weird.
I
Yeah.
think the guy.
There's a weird love.
There is
Yeah.
a weird, like sexual tension between
you're-
Spaghetti Hair and the gorilla. I
That's
think.
something
Spaghetti
you're
hair?
reading into it.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
It's a father-daughter.
I don't know, man.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I think there's
Spaghetti
subtext.
hair.
Amy hungry.
Amy wanted raindrop
Amy
drink.
thirsty.
Who's
Oh,
Spaghetti
Amy, real
Hair? Is
thirsty.
Spaghetti Hair the guy from Ghostbusters 2?
No.
No.
This guy is just so unremarkable.
Yeah. Nip Tuck. It's Nip Tuck. I know it.
Yeah, but what's his name? Nobody knows.
His name is Nip Tuck.
Alex.
It's like
Jones.
Rip Torn.
No.
I would watch this movie
No.
if Alex Jones was
No.
in it too. Listen, yes, I think that happens. They go to the Congo. I know at the end,
Yeah.
she finds gorillas.
Sure, but they're
Okay.
evil.
Yeah.
Bad gorilla.
No,
This is
Bad
after. This is
gorilla.
after.
Well, yes, yeah. Way after
She gets
Bad
to the
Gorilla.
happy sanctuary.
Because
right.
these are like weird. When they go to this temple, eventually they find
They're
one
like possessed
One, they
gorillas.
do find Bruce Campbell's
body.
body. His skull's all maggoty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's these weird gray.
These are like
apes.
military grade gorillas
Yeah.
that they were
Oh,
like.
yeah.
This is like planet.
What does that even mean?
like Mark
Military grade
Wahlberg.
They're like, GMO
Pumped up on
gorillas,
steroids
yeah.
and pumped up full.
Who did that?
They Clockwork Orange all these
The
gorillas
evil
into
company.
watching, like,
Yeah.
violent things. Yeah.
Yeah, the evil company was like, see, like, this is secretly military weapons research for attack gorillas.
I
Michael.
think here's my
Michael.
theory that could be wrong, but the people who made the temple trained the gorillas to defend it, but in doing so, the gorillas killed them, and then no one can get into the temple.
I think you are actually right
sounds
on this.
pretty good.
I think you're right that they
Like
were
security
trained,
guards?
but
Yeah.
then they kind of evolved because they're kind of an evolved weird.
yeah, they're not.
species.
Yeah, they're not normal gorillas
Yeah.
for sure.
no.
And I know Tim Curry gets his ass handed
Oh,
to him
yeah.
by these gorillas.
These are
Like
mean
he
gorillas.
get his Achilles like slashed with like a bone and stuff like that, and he's like, "Oh, they hurt so bad."
That accent's gotten worse by the day.
Well, he just got slashed in the leg.
Yeah, what do you want from it?
Oh,
it's my leggy. Archie.
Yeah.
So do they get the diamonds or not?
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
once they get the diamonds,
Laura Linney's like, throw me the diamond. I'll put
Laura
it in the
Linney?
laser. She's in this movie.
Laura Linney's.
We talked about this came up already.
Laura Linney.
No, you said. Oh, I don't know why. When you said Laura Linney, I thought of the girl from Jurassic Park.
Oh, Dern?
Laura Dern.
Laura Dern. That's what I was picturing. Okay.
Different Laura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura Linney. I hate her.
Why?
Wow.
She's a great actress.
I physically
Boy,
cannot.
I feel like from
picture
everything
her.
we've covered, this movie's not going to be for Andy.
I won't even watch it.
Oh, I believe
We'll
it.
never know.
But yeah, they put the diamond in the laser and they start cutting these.
They blast the gorillas to Kingdom
start
Come.
Cutting them in half and destroying the place.
And I think they aren't supposed to hurt something in the temple or not supposed to do something because everything just starts to fissure in the ground.
They do the thing where it's they disturb the diamond and the temple self-destructs.
It's this massive.
That's where it gets Indiana Jonesy.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a temple. Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
You said the pyramid in the jungle, right? That's what you were talking about. This was your idea, Andy.
It's kind of outside. It's almost in this cave, this ravine in It's not inside of a temple, but there's this massive.
And then at the end, a UFO comes out and goes into the. Wait, that's Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
There's a UFO in Crystal Skull?
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
I blacked that movie out of my head.
I think
Indiana Jones communes with aliens.
Damn.
But after all the chaos, even after that, Amy finds other gorillas, which I think was in Spaghetti Hair sees her being happy.
And he does the I have to let her go even though I love her.
Well, what do they say? If you love something,
if you love a gorilla,
let it go.
If you love a gorilla way too much.
If you're so emotionally involved, you teach her sign language and build her a glove that speaks. Let her go.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound healthy.
And then his doctorate was denied. Poor guy. Didn't finish his dissertation.
It should be.
They're racing to a helicopter or something.
I don't know.
They barely make it. Because the ground, for whatever reason, is trying to swallow everything up. Ernie Hudson's dead at this point. Tim Curry's dead at this point. It's just Laura Linney and Spaghetti.
How does Ernie Hudson die, you think?
I think a gorilla, probably.
I think a gorilla rips his face off.
Probably, something like that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Does something real bad.
No, I think he gets his face.
Maybe he dies in
it gets crazy.
Noble sacrifice, too?
And I mean, they because they were with they have other random henchmen kind of dudes with them. And they all start getting picked off on the way by gorillas in the dark. And you're again.
Oh, yeah.
I was I'm never going to the Congo to look for diamonds. It was on my bucket list. And then I saw this movie and I was nope, not doing it anymore.
You shouldn't. No.
Is the Congo scary, or am I just being...
No, it's horrifying.
It's dangerous.
Horrifying?
Even just the country itself
super.
Hasn't been the safest.
Nope.
Yeah.
Ever since those gorillas?
Yeah. Too many lasers. Literally,
you give some gorillas some lasers, it's going to be a bad time.
Let's see it. Let's do it. Let's watch it. Let's
see what Andy remembers or gets right. Part 2.
Nothing. John Voight's in this, right?
Oh, boy!
Checks out.
Congo, part 2, coming next.
Amy wants green drop drink.
No.
Amy wants green drop drink.
All right.
You'd swear they were married.
The notion of the killer ape may be politically incorrect, but that's not to say it's untrue.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Cliches usually contain some element of truth.
Are you serving that ape a martini?
She's allowed one. It'll calm her down.
In my life, I have heard many a bizarre story. Many a bizarre story containing bizarre truth.
Welcome back to the I Feel the Money Hairs in the Back of My Neck Going Woo 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 podcast. We watched Congo. Who said that line? Who said that line?
They all did.
Honestly.
They all
Joey
did.
Pants said that line.
Joey Pants.
Oh, that's right.
I love that he's in
Uncredited.
here.
Uncredited.
We completely forgot about him. He wasn't credited?
Yeah.
Amy wants to go home. Go home.
Taking you home, Amy.
Whoa! A talking gorilla. I feel the money hairs on the back of my neck going woo woo woo.
He had a big part too to be uncredited. It wasn't even he just showed up for one thing. He was a big piece of it.
There were small part roles with good actors in them.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Stop eating my sesame cake.
Yes!
Come on.
I know.
He's in the one. I know Andy loves the one.
Dude, that
Yeah,
dude's in
that
a
is
ton
a
of
great
stuff. He's
movie.
so good.
Yeah,
And he
that's a
did
good one.
amazing as this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Homolka? Well, stop eating my sesame cake. Stop eating my sesame cake!
The space captain from Xenon?
Yes.
Is in the
Yeah,
commander.
He's
Yeah.
I thought they
Yes.
set him up like he was going to be important. He's
Yeah.
just like this gorilla's talking. It's going to change the world, and then you never see him again.
Yeah.
Is
It's
that
over.
guy Discount Harvey Firestone, or am I
little
just
bit.
making that up?
Firestone's a tire company.
Firestein?
Firestein?
Fire.
Oh God.
A little bit. I feel like he could be that role if he wanted
Firestone.
to. But yeah, okay. This movie.
There's a lot of
This movie's confusing as hell.
there's a lot of
There's
confusion.
a lot of
It
things
feels like
happening.
there's two movies happening at the same
Yeah.
time, and you don't need one or the other.
But they're
You can
trying
get rid
to
of one.
combine the films?
Yes.
Are they trying to make Contact
I have to
before
like.
Contact
I
came
want to
out?
read the book now to understand
But
like
it's
if
in
this
Africa.
exists
I
the
love
way it is
Contact.
because of how the book is, or because of weird decisions they made.
So we were all right about the beginning, but
Yeah.
Laura Linney needs to get on the plane of somebody who is also going to Congo as a cover.
Yeah, so let's
because they want
we
the
can
cover
start
of-
right
of
away
the
with
event.
why this doesn't make sense. So yeah, like Bruce Campbell, they like
Yeah, he
the
gets
camp
done.
gets busted up and blown up, and her boss.
Even that side actor that Bruce Campbell's friend is like a famous actor.
Yeah.
guy. I forget who he is, but
And-
he's like in a ton of stuff.
and like the boss is
Yeah.
like Bruce Campbell's the boss's son.
Yeah.
And like the camp gets blown up, and he's just like, Lenny, you gotta figure out what's going on there. And she's like, because you care about your son, right? Like she
Yeah.
clearly knows he doesn't.
It's very obvious that he's acting too. Is like he doesn't.
He like
He's,
breaks
trying to hide
he
it.
breaks something in their command room. It sets on fire, and
Right.
she's like, "I need to leave." He's like, "I changed the locks. You can't get out. Use a fire extinguisher." I don't understand any of that scene. None of it makes any sense.
I love that it's just like a blank room with CRT TVs.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a
But
pretty.
the sound is real good.
It is.
coming out of whatever room is.
Yeah, like for the
my
90s,
God.
maybe that was like very futuristic.
Yeah, that
for
was
them.
like this
You know?
technology command center.
Yeah.
And like so he's like, "All right, put together an expedition to go find out what happened to our guys."
And get the diamond.
And her expedition is her. That's it. It's
Yeah.
literally her and
Yeah.
bundles of money.
Yeah.
He's playing a little bit like evil genius. Like it's like a little over the top.
He's like the mad genius that's like trying to like take over the world.
Doesn't
with...
he give like a reason for her to go too? Like a real flimsy reason? Like she's really good at expeditions or something?
She's
She's an expert at
She
something?
mentions something, and then later it comes up she's ex-CIA.
Yes,
Oh, right,
you are
that's true.
correct. Yeah.
What is happening? And so then we get the other plot.
With the monkey
With
having
the
to go
monkey.
back. Return the monkey to the Congo.
And I gotta say, like, one of the most surprising notes I have is the last one I took, which is, why is Amy in this movie?
Yeah,
She has
MacGuffin?
almost no relevance to this movie at all.
MacGuffin.
Who in the movie?
The gorilla.
The girl's
Why?
name is Amy.
Oh, right, Amy.
What merchandise?
Like,
Gotta
honestly,
be
you could have done
merchandise.
this whole movie with just Lenny's character doing her stuff, all
They
the same
wanted
stuff.
to do
Take
an
out
element-
spaghetti hair, other spaghetti hair,
Spaghetti hair.
and the monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought there was one spaghetti hair, and
There
there's
were
two.
two.
There are
There were
two spaghetti hair.
Yeah,
two
there's
spaghetti
he's got
hairs.
double spaghetti hairs
Yeah,
on
mom
here.
spaghetti.
And this would have been the same movie, but clearer.
Wasn't like monkey stuff popular at the time of this movie?
I
coming
have
out?
to
there are a
believe
couple
it was.
monkey
Well,
movies we
because
talked
they
about.
had
Wasn't it like that
yeah.
monkey that could like
the
solve,
actual monkey
like,
that did
problems on a
the real
TV?
Amy. There was like a
There
real
was a
Amy.
real Amy.
There's like
Yeah,
Dunston
yeah.
checks in. I think was the exact
I just meant
same
like in
year.
real life, like
In real life, there was it was
World
huge at the
yeah.
time. Like
of
Goodall's
society.
stuff was huge.
Yeah.
There was like
Yeah,
the actual gorilla that learned sign language.
Gorillas in the Mist
with the
had just
kitten.
come out. You know,
Yeah, like it was big at the time. So I think that's sort of
they just wanted to
why.
cash in. Also, I think the toy thing.
Yeah.
You gotta sell some toys.
I definitely
movie
saw
sold toys?
Congo merchandise as a
Really?
kid.
If you're gonna have a gremlin, you gotta have a gizmo.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
And this is post Jurassic Park, right? Or is this before?
right after.
Okay, I have to because that's. I think that's
Yeah,
Cri-
one
yeah.
year-
They're
one
like
year later.
one Crichton worked. Let's
2
do
years
another
later.
Crichton
And then
right
they,
away.
And then they did Timeline, and then they did. no.
I will
They
say,
keep trying.
I will say, I was right about spaghetti hair being in Nip Tuck.
Yes, you were. He's also in
He's got a lot of
Longmire.
credits.
He's
Yeah.
in Longmire, which is what I know him from.
not
but
very good.
He's in nothing. Like
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
through his
He's
IMDb.
not
He's
good.
He is
He's
not a
been
leading
working.
man.
He's been
He
working
is not.
consistently
No.
forever in nothing that anyone would know.
He's been like 9 characters on Law and Order
Yes.
as well, and I don't
On all of the Law and Orders.
exactly. And not only
He's
that,
like, well, I made the rounds. I don't know what else to do.
He's certain.
Oh, they're rebooting Law and Order.
Well, in certain Law and
Order
Orders,
law.
in certain Law and Orders, he plays different people in the same series. Actually, so
that happens
like,
a lot.
That happens all the
I guess I'm not that familiar with
He's a
it.
very method actor.
Yes. Oh,
They know he's so
shit.
forgettable
No, he's
that
so
they can just
bad.
fill him in
Yeah.
anytime they need him. Yeah.
Any scene that had him in, and I felt like I was watching like a high school play a little bit.
It feels
that.
like he had been in so much more, but not.
He feels like a discount Gutenberg. I could see Goots
Whoa.
doing this.
Yes.
movie.
All
Goots
right.
should have done this movie.
What was he doing?
That would have been
He was
good.
busy. Like, I don't think he'd made his money in the stock market either. He was coming off 3 Men and a Baby. When was that in relation to this? What
His
year
money
was
in the
this?
stock market.
That's what he retired from acting. Like not so long
Really?
after 3 Men and a Baby because he like hit it big with some like good stock moves.
I can only
Oh, I
imagine
didn't
that.
know
like,
that.
Yeah,
better actors.
now he
just-
owns like some vineyard in California and he's just like a super
That's
rich guy.
awesome.
doing
Let's
this.
go.
Hey, yeah, good for him.
That's really cool.
Right?
I had to imagine just like better actors
They did
turn the
sh-
role down. That'd be the only reason they went with this guy. It's not his. He's not the first choice. There's
Or
no way.
they blew all their budget on every other actor in
Yeah.
this movie. And
Yeah.
we're like, oops, we forgot the lead.
I mean, I
This
don't
is an ensemble cast.
maybe
for
this
sure.
maybe this was me. I felt like he was kind of in love with Amy.
Yes.
Is
Well,
it-
and that's the joke through the movie. Everyone
Yeah,
keeps
like-
joking like, oh, they're a married
like-
couple,
like,
him
I
and the
kn-
monkey.
It's a little too. Yeah,
But
it's a
I
little
feel
too
like
obvious.
it
in
was
that way.
real though. Like I felt like he
Like the
really
actor?
yeah, especially at the especially like at
the
the
acting
end
was too good.
especially at the end like he
It
he
seemed like it
definitely
raised
looked
up in those
heartbroken.
scenes.
Yeah.
It was played
A
off
level of
like
acting.
father daughter, but Amy kept calling him mother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Throughout the movie.
So
That was odd.
was it supposed to be a woman role originally?
Maybe Sigourney Weaver would have been.
I mean,
a
again,
better
Jane
choice.
Goodall
I don't
was
know.
huge at the time, right? So it certainly
Yeah, why
could
didn't
have
they
been.
go with a
All right.
woman?
That would have made way more sense.
They switched the roles. It
Kind
was
of flipped
like
him. Yeah, Lenny does play the role
Or
you
Lenny-
expect a dude to play. I kind of
Yeah.
enjoy that it's flipped around because you don't really expect it. But
Yeah, she's a hard ass. She's
oh
that
yeah,
gun out there.
yeah, no, she's
Yeah.
not,
And killing
she's
it.
not playing it. She's not playing around.
And Amy's kind of a bad
Could it just have been
gorilla.
two women?
Like she's drinking, she's
I think
smoking.
it should have been almost.
And I gotta say, Nick, for 13 years of my life, I thought I thought Green Drop Drink when I first saw the movie, and then I watched. I didn't watch it for a while, and you kept saying Raindrop Drink.
Raindrop Drink.
So I thought in my head it was Raindrop Drink. I turned the subtitles on.
Yeah,
Is it not Raindrop?
Green
it is Green Drop
Drop.
Drink. Yes.
Oh
Drink.
my God,
And they
I
keep
still
saying it.
in my mind when I
That's so funny.
when I watched this,
You gaslighted me.
I still I still heard Raindrop Drink.
You gaslighted
I
me,
still
Nick.
heard
what
it.
is green drop drink anyway?
It's a martini,
Oh,
yeah, where
martini.
she drinks it.
The olive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That
see.
makes
Green drop
s-
drink.
I hate you. I don't want to think
Raindrop
that.
drink.
It's always going to be Raindrop Drink.
There's a sketchy nonsense episode called Raindrop Drink.
It is. Yeah, we f***ed up, man.
Oh shit.
There's no going back.
Boy.
It's all over. So
Tim Curry shows up. He says he has money, but he doesn't have enough money.
his
Yeah.
Albanian accent
Is
is,
he
hilarious.
Albania or
Albanian.
Ukraine?
No, Romanian.
Romanian.
I wrote it down.
Yeah.
He's Romanian.
Hakufa?
want to suck your blood. it's like, what? Are you coming with
Well,
that
he's
accent?
He's doing the thing he did sort of in Red October, where he like kind of tries in a couple scenes, and then gives up, and it's just his
Yeah.
regular voice for a bit.
The
like,
one where he
yeah.
breaks is so funny when Ernie Hudson calls him out on just going after the lost city of Zinj, and he just goes in the actual Tim Curry voice.
Yes.
For a split second.
And Mr. Homolka here had to be carried out of the jungle by, as I remember it, me.
I knew he wasn't a Romanian philanthropist.
Oh, he's a Romanian. And he has done a lot of good, but mostly for Mr. Homolka.
Shut up, you filthy...
Filthy what?
Forgive me. All that traveling has left me shaken.
Think nothing of it.
I want to say Ernie Hudson also sold
Loved it.
he sold the shit out of this
Loved
movie.
Ernie
He was
Hudson.
so
He was
good.
good. He was
was
great.
so good.
I think in the first part we guess he had a bad like African accent, but I
no,
because
that was
I
the
don't
other guy.
I don't recall him
was
having
good.
I don't recall him having an English accent like he did or like a British accent like he did in when I watched it. I don't recall that, but it was wonderful on him.
He's really good in this. Yeah. Like
Do you think he did a good job with the accent?
I think he did amazing.
thought he was good.
I think he was probably the best part of this movie.
That might be true.
I think Ernie Hudson was the best part of this movie.
I will say I was impressed with Amy in terms of like the costume design and functionality
Sure.
of the Amy suit. Like that worked really well.
Sometimes it
I didn't
felt
feel
a
like I was
little
watching a person in a suit. It feels weird, but
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like comical. Like it easily could have if it was like just a person in like a gorilla suit. It's like
Sure.
they put effort into that suit to make it look not like a person, and it worked well enough. It worked as well as they could have.
The only
hoped for,
time
I
it
think.
didn't work, I felt, was when it was all of the apes in the costumes
Sure,
that came
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That part I
When
was
you
like,
get the
okay,
weirdo
it's
apes
looking
with
a little
her,
fake.
then it starts
now.
feeling it feels very old Planet of the Apes.
I was
almost.
expecting it to go to CG at some points, but it's not,
Yeah.
maybe it is,
Just that
but
lava.
there are just a lot of like quick cuts and stuff happening.
I didn't see any
The apes
CG.
flying around,
Yeah.
other than the volcano. But
Yeah.
the environmental CG.
Yeah, I was kind of impressed. There's so many things in this that don't make sense to me. I was trying to pay attention, and I still felt lost because so many weird decisions. Like
I thought it was pretty focused.
Like first they're getting on
It was
the
obvious
plane.
what everyone wanted.
Well, but they start by getting on the plane, and Laura Linney like says something about like how she needs to be part of a scientific expedition in order to be allowed into Africa. And that, like, later we find out probably because she was ex-CIA, and that's why. So that's why she's, like, she wants to be part of the expedition. They don't want her. They, like, Discount Goots is just there to get Amy back to Africa to release her because his research is over. Like, he's done. Tim Curry's like, I'll pay to send her back because he's trying to find the lost city. Then there's, like, then Laura's there for her company. Mm-hmm. They all get in the plane. They go to one country. There's like chaos on the airport.
That was a fun scene.
Hustle into a truck,
I like that scene.
go to another country where they get held up by the warlord guy. Then they fly to another country where their plane gets shot and they have to parachute in.
Yeah, but how sweet is when Laura Linney pulls that flare gun out?
Yeah,
it's so cool because like everyone's like, "What is she doing?" And she's just like, boom.
Yeah.
Taking control.
I mean, it sounds like Indiana Jones.
It was Indiana
It was
Jones.
just crazy. Like I was like, this is an insane set of
And
steps.
we got
to
that
get here.
great line where that guy doesn't want to fly out of the plane. Was like, unless you can fly a plane, the pilot's already left.
I did love that. Pilot, co-pilot are already gone. He looks up, and they're just it gets just empty in the cockpit. He's like, I gotta get out of here.
That was great. It was Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna work.
Oh, yes, it is. I don't take Amy.
She might get hurt. I can't risk it.
Do you know how to fly this plane?
No.
Well, the pilot and co-pilot are already gone, so what are you going to do?
And then another plane gets shot down, which is obviously going to come back.
Well, they think that the Laura Linney is dead, so that guy sends another mission.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
I missed that bit
because Laura Linney is sending a message to home base, but Amy runs and breaks the thing.
her.
Yeah.
And because the guy
sat
sees a
phone
gorilla, he assumes that oh no, another gorilla killed my team.
Yeah.
Your team is one person.
It is.
She didn't put together a team.
No.
She put together her and bundles of cash.
I think they had Ernie Hudson set up as a meat, but then or Joey Pants. And then Joey Pants says something. I fired that guy you were supposed to meet. He's terrible.
Okay.
Yeah,
So this
So I'm
is part of the
taking it
confusion.
over.
Yeah, they get there. It's not the guy they're expecting to meet. It's Joey Pants, who's like, I fired that guy and hired Ernie Hudson. Everyone's confused, and then they just like a car blows up. They get in a truck. It is incredibly fast. Like
the
everything's
president's
just
car.
moving. Yeah. Then you find out it's the president's car.
Yeah,
so
it's
now
dangerous.
like civil war is breaking out in these countries.
It's scary.
It's crazy, man. Like,
Hey, I saw Blood Diamond. It looks dangerous.
And then like,
it
yeah,
looks,
oh my
it looks
gosh.
dangerous.
And then Warlord guy is like, I know Tim Curry. He's here looking for the lost city again.
I know what you're.
I'll send you with like a bunch of my guys into the plane into the jungle.
But also, there's sort of suspicion put on Tim Curry for doing something with his other team because they died in mysterious circumstances.
Yeah.
And Tim Curry's like, "Oh, he committed suicide. What could I have done?" Or like the other team happened. I was like, "Oh, I don't know the whole story, Tim Curry."
what does
And
he
we sort of
know?
don't. Tim Curry doesn't ultimately do anything to betray our main characters.
No, he's pretty clear that he's there to find the lost city. At least once they get to Africa.
But there isn't like a big moment where he like pulls like a switch and like traps him in a room with monkeys and he gets away.
It's more of a Holy Grail moment where he goes back for like
wants
a
the
diamond
gems, and he
gets destroyed by the gorillas.
Yeah.
And like that's his only really. You're right. It's not a betrayal. Honestly, like you're just sort of like, okay, that's kind of what I expected for his guy. At
He
this point.
incited the monkeys, but I mean that was gonna happen anyway.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I feel like Tim Curry's character actually came forward, which is unlike
He was honest,
a character like that.
clear.
And he's like, "Here's a ring I have. There's paintings. Like, this is it. Like,
this is my last chance.
Exactly.
The gorilla knows where it is.
And we did get that in part one, where like Amy clearly came from this region. She has PTSD. She has nightmares of like the eyes
The
from
evil
these
monkeys.
statues and the
Yeah.
evil monkeys. And so, like, she starts freaking out when they get there. She, like, runs away at one point. She's gone for a while and then shows up to save the day at one point.
Yep.
And so, like, that's, she's sort of from that region.
We are watching you.
Oh my God.
That's a trailer moment.
Yeah.
I love it.
Got the
I
hippo.
translated the cave paintings.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
The hippo was scary.
Hippo was crazy.
Hippo's
The
great.
big silverback gorilla was scary.
Yeah, I thought they were getting picked off by like the mean girls, like while they were trekking
by
in,
one.
but not until they get there.
Yeah.
Like they don't, like they get the plane, they get the
sweet
hippo, they get
aliens
some other.
sequence where like we have a perimeter set up and like a
Yeah.
laser fence and like
There was,
tripod.
like,
guns.
okay,
Where the hell did I get
That was
all
awesome.
of
Right.
these?
Laura Linney's got money.
Yeah, this is where I was confused. Was I wrong? But like when they finally get to the camp of like the original group in the jungle, like one dude hits a tripwire. Does he get like harpooned by something and the alarm goes up? Like he goes like and falls over. And I was like, did that guy die? And
No,
they
he
don't
just
care?
trips over the alarm and it goes
Okay.
off because it was.
I thought he got shot by something, and they were just sort of like, "Oh, it's the perimeter alarm," and then they walk away. And I was like, "They're just like that dude's dead."
It was
Fuck
Bruce
care.
Campbell's
Fuck
perimeter
him.
alarm from
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
I was like, they do not care about
They did not
the
care.
dudes until one of them dies, and like Ernie Hudson's character has that moment where he's like sad that one of the gunmen dude died, and I was like, were we supposed to care about that guy? What happened here? What did I miss?
I also like that people are just like leaving the party, like they just wake up every morning and there's just less people.
Just, yeah,
because they're just
like,
too afraid to
two
go
more of
first.
them ran away at night, and
they're
like
just leaving.
and
Yeah.
Spaghetti Hair
Can't
number
blame
2
him.
is like, why didn't they take me with them? Like he doesn't want to be there, and then he gets his head
Why'd
ripped
you
off
come?
later.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a purpose in the.
I don't
in the
understand
story.
why he
dies.
Yeah,
He
I don't
plays
feel bad when
he
dies.
plays that
Yeah.
same role in a bunch of movies where he is like
he in Twister? Is he in Twister?
No,
Twister.
I don't think
he's in. I want to
in
say he's in
Twister.
like something like Day After Tomorrow, or even Independence Day, where he plays like a researcher at a place that finds a thing and is like freaking out about it, and then never shows up.
That
again.
I believe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
He
that
plays
is
that role in a
Independence
bunch
Day.
of stuff. I think.
Yeah, I remember like him in the 90s, like
sure.
just being there in movies.
He's like there to freak
but
out about
nothing
something.
that I can remember
Yeah.
at all, other than Congo.
For a
now.
second, I thought he was the guy who's in Super Troopers at the very beginning.
No.
I sometimes
Yeah, he'd
mix
have been
those
too
two
old at
up.
that point,
Yeah. It's a lot of characters we're thinking also with spaghetti hair. Like Twister,
Yeah.
you're probably thinking
Yeah.
of the woman
I
who
am,
has spaghetti
probably.
hair, who kind of looks like him.
Maybe.
Yeah. So like he matches like so many just like that like typecast profile, you know, in the 90s. I feel like. But yeah, I forgot he was even in this movie. I had no idea.
He plays such a small part.
Yeah.
They end up getting the diamond and killing all those gorillas. The gorillas were scary because the
Dante's
quantity of them.
Yeah.
But like they ultimately just get blasted by a laser and then they just fall into lava. So it doesn't even. There's not even like
They don't even
a
fall.
leader gorilla.
They don't even fall in the lava. They all jump into that lava. I did not understand that bit.
Yeah,
like, the
that's
lava,
true. Yeah, you're
The lava
right.
just starts pouring in because the volcano erupts, and they just start leaping into it. And that was such
It's supposed
a
to be
weird.
like shaky.
It looked like they were supposed to be falling
yeah.
in, but it just looked deliberate. Like they were like,
I
"Fuck
agree.
it."
I needed an evil
Exactly.
gorilla with like a distinct facial
They needed
thing.
a leader gorilla.
that
Yeah,
shows
sure.
up at the very end to like grab the balloon and yank it down or something. But no, there's no leader gorilla.
Like
No.
maybe I missed this part. Did they trigger the volcano eruption somehow?
I don't think so. I think it was just.
It's
it
possible
was
that the
happening.
laser
Diamonds?
was a catalyst to it, but I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe it just was a coincidence.
Yeah, I in my mind, like thinking back to it, I was like, oh, it's probably when they grab the giant diamond, and that's like it's supposed to set it off, like.
And
but-
it's not like a fun, exciting run from the
No.
lava bit. They just like knock a tree over with the laser, and then
Yeah.
they're free to go.
I did
Yeah.
like them like just slicing up some gorillas with.
Oh,
the laser.
yeah.
The laser sweet. It was sweet.
That was
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
It's
Yeah.
the
I enjoyed
latest
that.
thing in telecommunication.
Yeah.
Put him on the endangered species.
Yeah, exactly. That's the trailer. Yeah,
That was
exactly.
good. That was good. then we did get to the part though. Then bringing it back to like the original thing where like Lenny's boss clearly didn't give a shit about Bruce Campbell, is that she finally calls him at the end and she's like, "We found." Bruce Campbell's body, and also we found
Do you have the diamond?
Yeah, where's the diamond? She's like, but you care about him, right? He's like, no. And then she gets mad, and I was like,
Sure, I'm upset, but there's nothing I can do. Give me that diamond.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't wreck my son.
I was like, girl, you knew he did not give a shit to begin with.
Just
like,
ruin
so then
it.
she like shoots the satellite out of the
pinpoint accuracy, aims a laser, and hits a satellite,
destroys that, so that like he will never get any of this now.
But she's gonna be in a lot of trouble. I'm sure she signed a contract.
I hope she kept some bundles of cash. Yeah.
There were more than one dime in there, though, right? Like, wasn't there more
I was
than
waiting
one?
for someone to be like, "You think this is worth
Yeah,
anything?"
I was expecting a Mummy moment where at the very end, some guy's just like, "Oh, it turns out we did get a bunch of other stuff, like treasure from this thing or something."
This movie wasn't that clever.
No.
Didn't know how to be that clever.
In the end, it's just like, oh, Amy found another pot of gorillas and she's with them now, and they're like,
do you think that's gonna work out?
No, my wife
They're
came.
different gorillas.
My wife came in and
Wow.
she was like, I don't think this movie understands that gorillas just don't accept new gorillas. That's that's not how that works.
Yeah.
She's dead. And I was like, oh, Amy won't be
They're like,
hungry.
bye. Oh, we only knew how to take care of her when she was with us.
Well, she's gonna miss martini time and hot
Exactly.
Raindrop drink.
she's gonna be signing to all those other gorillas. And they're gonna be like, I don't speak ASL, Amy.
Exactly. Wasn't there a part where she used the glove to like speak to them and they didn't?
She was
They were scary.
They were almost mad.
and the bad gorillas were acting like they understood her.
Yeah, they're like, bitch, don't say that. You don't talk like
There's
that.
also the moment where they find the
Yeah,
original
you
crew
came to us.
member guy.
Yeah.
And they're trying to like say like the native tribe is trying to save his soul, but then Amy comes up and like walks all scary up to him, and then he freaks out.
He scares
and
himself so bad he dies of like a heart
Amy
attack.
kills that guy.
Yeah.
I told you, she's a bad ape in this movie. She's smoking, drinking, killing. She's
That's
everything.
true. She came up for that smoke from that was
She
funny.
smokes a lot.
Although one thing I did, like as soon as the movie kicked off, it did remind me of actually how much I love the music in this movie.
Good.
Yeah.
It's good music.
And
That's a good point.
And I totally forgot about the scene with all the tribes people like trying to resurrect
that part was really good.
Yeah, I remember that
Felt
part.
authentic.
Yeah, it was. It's really
I enjoyed that part too, where like the tribe comes out of the jungle,
ghost
and Ernie Hudson
walkers.
explains that, and then he's like they're laughing, and he's like, "Why are they laughing?" He's like, "Because I told them I'm the leader, but I'm also black."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, you tell him, Ernie Hudson. Good for the '90s. All right, you know.
Yeah. No, it's overall I enjoyed this flick.
This was this was like a fun, B Indiana Jones ripoff movie. I was like, man, like this thing is insane. We don't see movies like this now. We don't
Brad's roll up his sleeves.
Here's coming a hot take for you. You say Indiana Jones. This movie is Lord of the Rings.
I can see that.
All three movies. Amy's the ring.
Ooh.
Spaghetti hair is Frodo. His friend is Sam.
That makes sense with their hair.
Laura Linney is Gandalf.
Yeah.
Ernie Hudson is Aragorn. Tim Curry is Boromir.
Yeah.
Wow, these names.
I know
these
it.
characters.
The laser battle is Helm's Deep. The eye that Amy paints, the eye of Sauron. There's eyes all over in the rings.
That's a good point.
I know these things.
This is deep. This is deep.
I feel like
They get away in the sky, like the birds, like leaving them out of there.
with the balloon.
And then there's a volcano, Mount Doom.
See, I'm with you on
that
this.
sounds
It's Lord of the
scary.
Rings. I also think another
Amy has no
way.
idea.
That's true. I also think another way to
Sounds
explain
scary.
this is the precursor to The Mummy. There's so many of the beats in this are
It
essentially
really
what The Mummy
is.
does, but
Yeah.
better.
So is the Mummy Lord of the Rings.
And The Mummy 2 includes like a balloon and a
It's
collapsing
true.
pyramid
And
and all
a
this stuff.
diamond. and-
Like like there's so
Every
much
movie
of this,
copied this
It
movie.
just shows you with
in
a
a way.
charismatic lead, your movie changes.
Yes, if
instantly.
they
Oh,
had gotten
for sure.
if they had gotten Brendan Fraser in this movie,
He was
there
too
you go.
busy doing
Encino Man or
Tarzan,
something.
Tarzan maybe at that
Right.
point. Yeah.
Oh, was he?
George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle.
Sorry,
Christopher
my
Indiana's
bad.
Tarzan.
Yeah.
You knew that.
Of course. Of course.
Of course.
Does anyone have anything to say? The last moments of
Just my
Lord of the
favorite
Rings
moment.
trilogy?
Very different than I
I
remember.
think it's
this movie,
accurate.
for sure.
The hippo is the Balrog.
Nobody really defeats it.
He'll kill somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, the scene I like the most is when the ape just like ran up to Spaghetti Hair, and they had like a standoff for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Evil
and
apes
then,
of the ring race.
That one
Ernie
guy
Hudson
said,
ran
"Don't
away,
run
yeah.
away," but then it cuts to he's like behind a tree or something like that with a bunch of other people. That was like a
ran
comedy
away.
scene in a way.
Man, I'm thinking.
It
I'm
set up
thinking
a
you think
joke.
about this analogy, like Joey Pantalone is Elrond,
Yeah,
right? Because he's
It's
like,
a great-
"Good luck on your journey, bye." And
it's a great.
That's a fun
telling
one.
you,
What's the
Michael
sesame?
Crichton.
What's the sesame cake guy then?
That's. I'd have to think about it.
Is,
but
is
yeah.
that
Somebody meets early.
the Galadriel?
Yeah. It could be. Yeah. Yeah, that was probably my favorite part. It's the because I forgot about it.
He offers them to
my
eat the
sesame
cake,
and
and
then
then
he
he eats it,
tells-
and he gets
yeah,
yelled at.
So
Yeah.
good.
Stop eating my sesame cake.
And I
He did
remember that
offer that. I didn't
scene.
understand that scene. It was so confusing.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
eat
so
my
great.
cake.
He just wants to
I
yell.
was like,
at
what?
him,
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. So
That was funny.
I like all those little moments in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone except the lead.
I thought
dude
the acting was
great.
like a little over the top at times.
How long until
but
you watch
it was
it again?
funny.
How long
Oh,
until you watch it again?
I don't
Probably
think I want to
never.
watch
Yeah,
this
I
again.
think I would just
Really?
watch the Mummy.
I don't
instead,
think I will
like-
watch
Yeah,
this again.
you're probably right. I probably would have never went out of my way to rewatch this.
No,
Fun to revisit, but I didn't need to.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on that episode and every episode that you do. The next movie we're doing has the tagline, "Surf's Up, time to save the world." We remember Surf Ninjas.
New Line Cinema presents an awesome, rippin', totally stoked
Get on with it.
new movie, Surf Ninjas. It's the story of these kids who get booted from their country by this evil dude.
That was then.
Now they're growing up in L.A. And their life's one major vacation.
He's got a waxy old man-to-wave friction-reducing vehicle. Surfboard.
But some gnarly ninjas give them a blast from their past.
Those boys die tonight.
So they gotta split with their one-eyed guru,
Your Highnesses.
huh? And go back and save their country. Which is cool, because they meet this mystery babe.
You want to go to the mall sometime?
And like one dude gets these superpowers. One can see the future in his Sega game. And one's a geek.
There's dynamite here. We'll throw it at him. I got one. 1, 2, dudes.
And now they gotta fight the righteous fight. And basically kick some. You gotta see Ernie Reyes Jr. Rob Schneider.
He can get a job as a sushi chef, no problem.
Wild Thing Tone Loc.
Brothers don't serve.
And Leslie Nielsen as Colonel Chief. In a film by Neil Israel. Surf Ninjas.
I love the part when I was like, ah! Sorry.